call on our ancestors from our mother side and our father side. The left arm is for the mother side. The right arm is for the father side. And everybody, one important thing I want us to know is your home name. For example, my home name is Ajekuko. My grandfather's name is Ajekuko. So we bear Ajekuko. The children bears Ajekuko. For ladies who have changed their name to their husband name, you should don't be disturbed about that. You still have to call your grandfather's name from your father's side or your mother's side. Any of them you must call in this practice. So now, friends, what we'll be needing is native Kola. We have the yellow one. This yellow one is for the mother side, while this saffron color is for the father side. We'll be needing native chalk. We'll be needing native cut chalk. You'll be needing 7 seeds of alligator pepper. This is an addition. This for us who are spiritualists. I will tell us when we need to use this, when we don't need to use this. And you will need water. You can bring it closer, show it, bring it down. So you will need a stainless basin. They call this glass stainless. Hardly you know that there's water inside. You will need 3 cowries inside. Cowries is an ancient currency. Water quench taste and purify. When there's cowries in water, it means abundance. So as I've said earlier, water quench taste. So we'll be needing this also for our ancestral prayers. And please, I try as much as possible to cut this video to make it snappy so that the video is not too long. So what we are going to do, don't forget I said this color, yellow, is for the ancestors from our mother side. While this saffron is for the ancestors, it's native Kola from the ancestors from our father side. And friends, please, wherever we are, in abroad, anywhere, you can get this native Kola in African shops. You can get this there in African shop. And please, when you are buying this Kola, make sure you go with the exact amount, because traditionally speaking, you don't supposed to collect change as you are buying these colas. You're supposed to give them money for 2 colas, native Kola. And in case you are not seeing this color, you can use this. Both color can be the same, but it should be native Kola, and it must have 3 lines. You can see it has 3 lines. 3 lines Kola. We have 4 lines, we have 5 lines, we have 6 lines, we have 2 lines. It must be 3 lines. And I'm going to start now. What we are going to do, we are going to open the Kola with our finger. Don't use teeth, don't use knife. You are opening it with your fingers. Opening it with your fingers. This is native chalk, as I've said earlier. Native chalk you can break with your hand. Don't use stone to grind it. You grind it with your hand. As you can see, I'm grinding it with my hand. It's meant to be ground with the hand. Grind it with your hand. You smash it with your hand. In our ancestral days, our ancestors, they use hand to do many things. Those things they do with hard material like stone must be in the process that they will use stone, or else they use their hand. And you must rub your hand. Everybody, are you looking at this? You must rub your hand with the native chalk. This is the first process. Rub your 2 palms with native chalk. And you must take some of this native chalk by your right hand, pour it on the ground in your left corner. This for the father side, let us not forget. You will take the native chalk from your left palm, pour it on your left corners on the floor. You can see the both side now, left and right. What we are going to do next, we are putting the Kola from our father's side on the chalk. You are picking the mother's side with your left palm. You put it on the left corner. You can see left serve left, right serve right. When the ancestors from your father's side protect you, it's different from when the ancestors from your mother's side protect you. So you must honor them differently. Not using the right to serve the right and the left. Not using the left to serve the right. In African spirituality, things are specific. After doing this, you must get a dry gin. You must get a dry gin, and the dry gin must be 40% upward alcohol. 40% alcohol upward, not lesser. In our ancestral time, there is always a fermented liquid they take that hides them. African spirituality, all over the world, global. So this is 40% alcoholic upward. So this is the important part. These are primary, this is secondary now. So when you open your alcohol, you will start from your father's side. Everybody listen, you will start from your father's side. If you are a male, start from your father's side. If you are a female, start from your mother's side. Specification matters in African spirituality. Now I want to say my prayers. My name is Joepalmist. Today I am calling on the good ancestors from my father's side, from the Ajekuko family, to come to my aid, to protect me against my enemies, to give me good health, and to shield me against evil. You will pour alcohol there. You will say this prayer again, because it has to be 3 times there. You will say prayers again. This is one prayer. I call on my ancestors, the good ancestors on my father's side, from the Ajekuko family, to come to my space and provide my needs. Take away my lack. Provide what I need to live life with. You pour it again. The last one. I call on the good ancestors on my father's side, Ajekuko family, to come to me as a son who is from this family, to protect me against envious spirits, people who are envious and people who are fetish, who fight me because I am more than them. I glorify on those ancestors. You pour it. Friends, it is done in the father's side. Now in the mother's side, I pray on the good ancestors from my mother's side. As a man, I don't need to mention the name. I pray on the good ancestors from my mother's side to come to my aid, shield me against evil, breastfeed me so that I will become healthy. I'll pour on my mother's side. I will speak again. I call on the good ancestors from my mother's side to always protect me as a son, to stay with me as I live life, to guide me towards my destined age in life. You pour it again. Then the last one. I call on the good ancestors from my mother's side to always be with me 24 hours in my life, to blind any female being, subtle being or gross being, who is envious of me, who want my downfall. No any woman gender, no any woman will be able to bring me down as I call on you, the good ancestors of my mother's side. This is the last one. You pour it. This is settled, friends. Now I want to pray for wealth, because they have come. They have come. Now we call them, they have come. So I want to pray for what I want as a child from the family. I will fetch this water mercy on the conscience. Go back. I fed this water because they are buried under the earth. I want to feed them with water so that they are happy with me as a child. So I will make this prayer. Wherever my ancestors are in different plane, different planetary system, I feed them with water to quench their taste. You pour it once. Now on the left palm. I will say this prayer. Wherever the good ancestors from my mother's side dwells in different planet system, I feed them with water to quench their taste, and they shall be happy with me, and they will be with me every day of my life. Friends, don't forget that I have not used the alligator pepper, so bring it now. So we have 7 seeds of alligator pepper here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This alligator pepper, I'm going to take them and chew them. Show me. Now, the reason I'm chewing this alligator pepper, I want to combine the 2 ancestors. Now, for my father's side and mother's side, I'm chewing the alligator pepper now. The reason we chew alligator pepper is to amplify the power in our tongue. Our guardian angel many times reduce the power in our tongue so that anybody who offend us, if we curse them, the curse will not have any effect. So the ancestors they are wise. The oracles are wise. God is wise. When we chew alligator pepper, that power that reduces will bring it up. It's an amplifier. So now I want to bring the 2 ancestors together because I am in their middle. Look at the camera. I'm in their middle now. I will bring the 2 ancestors together and I want to bond them into my life. Now I'm chewing this. This is the kind of prayer I make. The 2 good ancestors on my father's side, the good ancestors on my mother's side. Today your son is here. He's begging you to come into his life and protect him against envious eyes, to protect him against people who has evil eyes, who have evil hearts, who have evil plan towards me. I cannot fight this alone. I want both of you, from my father's side and my mother's side, protect me, shield me, guide me, and be with me for the rest of my life. So shall this prayer be. My good ancestors, please guide my children, guide your children, which are your grandchildren. I say this prayer today, and so shall it be. I have finished this ritual. Now, I'm going to pour this water on my father's side and pour this water on my mother's side. And I'll remove these cowries and go and keep. Time after time, these cowries become your ancestors, your oracle. You can ask these cowries questions if you keep doing this. And many times we do this many times. If you are an ordinary person, you can do this once in a month, you can do this once in a quarter. If you are a spiritualist, you can do this every day. You can do this once a week. Thank you, friend.